Hey, what's up, Algebra 1? Mr. Catlin here, helping you out with your homework for lesson number 9, so causal relationships. And so we're looking at each of these pairs of variables, and we just have to decide very weak, no relationship, strong, not causal, or causal. Okay, so reminder that causal relationships, one of the variables causes the other one to change. All right. A strong relationship that's not causal would be like our ice cream shark situation we talked about in class. Ice cream sales and shark attacks are related because they both happen in the summer, not because you buying ice cream is causing people to get bitten by a shark. That would be ridiculous. And then there's things that have no relationship, weak relationship. There's no connection to them whatsoever. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Number of snowplows owned by a city and the mitten sales in that city. Now, if your city owns a bunch of snowplows, it's probably because it's a city that's up north and they have snow on a regular basis. And if you have snow on a regular basis, then you will probably have fairly high sales in mittens so people can keep their hands warm. Now, the snowplows aren't causing the mittens to be sold, but they're related to each other because of they're both in a northern city. So, the fact that you're selling a lot of mittens is not caused by the snowplows. It's just a fact that they're correlated. So that one would be a strong, not causal. So that was what would be right for that one. Strong, not causal. All right. It does say explain your reasoning. So you need to have some type of reasoning that I just talked about in the video written down. Okay. I'm not going to write it down. I'm not taking that time to do that. It's your homework. You can do that. But I did just explain it, I feel like, right before I wrote strong and causal, not causal. The number of text messages sent per day by a person and the number of shirts owned by that person. So this is suggesting that, how often you text people is related to your wardrobe. And there might be some far fetched connections there, but I'm not seeing anything standing out. My wife has a fairly large collection of shirts, but she doesn't necessarily send a crazy amount of text messages. I would say that would be more related to age. A 13-year-old is going to send a crazy amount of text messages compared to, say, a 30 or a 40-year-old. But I don't think that your number of shirts that you own is really dictating how many texts that you're sending. So I'm going to say that that one is weak and no relationship. There's not any connection there, in my opinion. If you can defend otherwise, then by all means, go for it. Number 3, the price of a pizza and number of calories in the pizza. Okay, this is directly related because the more calories that a pizza is going to have in it will determine probably the price. Because if it's got more calories, then there's more toppings and there's more ingredients that are required to make that. So I feel like that's going to be a strong relationship. Um, that's a cause. Well, let me think about that again. The price of that pizza and the number of the calories are not causing that price to go up. I just kind of answered myself. What's causing the price to go up are the ingredients. So the connection really to the calories, the calories are related to the ingredients. The ingredients make the price of the pizza go up. So the ingredient prices is what would cost the price to go up, not necessarily the calories. So I would say that this is going to be a strong relationship, but I don't feel like the calories are directly causing the price to go up. It's the ingredient prices or the amount of ingredients that you have, which could be tied into the calories, but not direct cause and effect. So I'm going to say that this one is strong, but it is not causal for those reasons. Sorry, I talked myself out of that one. The amount of gas used on a trip and the number of miles driven on a trip. This has got to be directly related because, miles that you're using on this trip and the amount of gas that you use, that's directly related, right? You use more gas, you drive more miles. The gas is causing the miles to go up. The only reason that wouldn't be related is if you just sat in your car with it running and never went anywhere, which you're on a trip. So that's not happening. This is a causal relationship. So you can use that and add that explanation as needed. I hope this was helpful. I know number 3 might have been a little bit confusing the way that I rambled on for a little bit. I tend to do that. Sorry. But that one is related, but the calories aren't causing the price to go up. It's the pricing of your toppings. It's the amount of your toppings, which is related to the calories, but it's not affecting the price, cause and effect style. There's that third factor of the ingredients that really comes in and makes that price go up. So that's why I changed my answer to strong, not causal on that one. All right, guys, that's all I got. I hope this was helpful. See you.